Whoa, what's poppin'? DeezyUpNext checking in, and I just jumped out the porch with dirty glove bastards. Get in.
You know me, if I ain't strapped, I ain't going in. Ain't come for no smoke, dog. I really come in peace. Just trying to catch a vibe, so just let.
All right, so we got DeezyUpNext off the porch with us today.
Believe that.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling real great right now.
Yeah, man.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming by today, man.
For sure.
What do you got shaking here in Atlanta during this trip, man?
Really, I'm gonna do a bunch of promoting. I got the record with me and Boosie, so I just been trying to work that record, get into the money.
Okay.
Go hit a couple clubs, tap in with some DJs, network.
Yeah.
But the sole purpose was to come and fuck with y'all.
Okay.
Rock with y'all, yeah.
That's what's up, man. How do you like the vibes here in Atlanta compared to back at home?
I like Atlanta. It's like third home. First is New Orleans, then Houston, and now Atlanta my third home. I got 3 homes now.
Oh, damn. Traveling.
Yeah, I be
what's
all
up.
over.
All right, so talk to us about life in New Orleans, man.
Life in New Orleans, before Katrina, I moved to Houston in 2005. I think I was like probably 14, 15 years old. Before then, I think I was in middle school in New Orleans. I think I was just going to probably the 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade. It wasn't really too much of nothing, shit. Just regular hood shit, you know what I'm saying? Not really a whole lot going on. The highlight of my life really, when I moved to Houston.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I really made probably my best memories on some G shit.
What part of Houston were you living in?
I live on the north side. I live on the north side, south side, and the east side, but I've been on the north side mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still in Houston now, or did you go back home to New Orleans?
I'm still in Houston. I be back and forth. I go back home to visit, but I'm grounded in Houston right now. I'm thinking about moving to Atlanta.
Okay.
I don't know yet. I might make that move though.
Yeah. So was it an easy adjustment moving to Houston from New Orleans?
Nah, it wasn't easy at all. It was way different.
Yeah, it's a big change.
The biggest difference, was the culture. You know, you got, when you from New Orleans, it's like a whole,
It's like its own world.
Some people call it like a third world country. You know what I'm saying? It's like way different. So going from that to Houston was like country to me.
Oh, really?
You know, horses, cowboys and shit. Like, I wasn't used to that. We saw horses doing like Mardi Gras, but in Houston, you see horses all the time. So I miss the culture. I had to adapt to that. Even the nightlife, like partying. In New Orleans, our clubs don't close till like 5, 6 in the morning. You're gonna party till the last person leave.
Yeah, you could drink on the
In
street.
Houston, 2 o'clock, you gotta go home unless you're going to an after hour. But every club in New Orleans is after hour. You know what I'm saying? And our liquor stores don't close. We drink all night.
Yep.
And if you get drunk in New Orleans, they ain't gonna fuck with you. In Houston, you getting a public intoxication charge. You're going to jail. They gonna walk over you in New Orleans as long as you ain't messing with nobody.
Walk over.
Yeah, they gonna walk over you. Oh, he drunk, leave him alone, keep going. In Houston, oh nah, come on, you going to jail.
Yeah.
And the law is different. I don't like Texas laws.
I hear that
They're
a
gonna
lot.
throw you away in Texas. That big ass sign that say don't mess with Texas when you coming through that state line, you find out real soon what that sign mean. Yeah, that's Texas, you don't fuck with Texas.
So how long did it take for you to fall in love with living in Houston?
Man, probably, I think I fully adjusted after probably about 4 years. Cause it's so big, you gotta learn how to move around. I think the commute into New Orleans, anywhere you're trying to go, is probably 15 minutes tops. In Houston, you 30 to 45 minutes depending on where you're going. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta adjust to that. But I think I was fully comfortable after about 4 or 5 years. I was like, all right, this home now. It is.
Yeah.
So it was different.
So at what age would you say you jumped off the porch?
Jumped off the porch, 15, 16.
So when you were living in Houston?
Yeah. So like, yeah, you could say that. You could say it like when I moved to Houston. Yeah.
Okay.
About 15, 16 years old.
So what would you say is one of the biggest life lessons you had to learn so far in your life?
Biggest life lessons? Man, shit don't depend on nobody. Like shit, even if a motherfucker say they gonna do something for you, man, you better not take that, man, you better go get it done for yourself. Motherfuckers be lying, breaking promises, like, as long as you depend on yourself and you don't worry about what nobody else gonna do, you save yourself a lot of disappointment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the muscle, like I take care of everything. I don't even like asking nobody for nothing, cause I don't like being disappointed.
Yeah.
You dig?
I feel that.
So that probably was my biggest lesson. Just get it done on your own.
So how long you been making music now?
I've been making music since I was 16.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I was in Houston. I was with a little clique called 80s Babies Bang Gang. It was me, my brother, One Feezy. Shout out to One Feezy. Free Feezy, matter of fact. My brother, he fighting a murder charge right now. Free him. It was me, him, a couple more of my partners. Murder, Free Murder too. D-Heat City. They had built like a studio in the garage. And all them niggas was just rapping in the studio. And I was the only one that couldn't really rap. So they'll be putting beats and shit on. And I'm like, damn, man, everybody can rap, but not me. Like, I want to rap. You know, just being around it, you naturally gonna want to do it. So they put on the beat one day. It was like, man, freestyle, like spit something. I'm like, man, I don't know how to rap. They're like, man, just try it. Just make some words around. I'm like, all right. They put on the beat. I catch the beat. I don't know what I said, but whatever I said, it stood out to them. They were like, oh, wait, keep going. I probably said like 4 bars, but it all made sense and it all rhymed. It was like, bitch, you sound like Juvenile. They were like, man, keep going. And it really took off from there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't consistent since 16 because, you know, life happened in between and shit like that. I really didn't start taking it like serious until after my brother got killed. 10-6, that was this whole 10-6 shit about. I did want to rap before then, but I felt like now even more I should take it serious because he got killed at one of my shows. So
oh, wow.
It's like, if I stop now, like he just pretty much died for nothing. Cause he was coming to support me, you know? Anytime I had a show or whatever, like he was there. Like that nigga really wanted to see me win. So it's like, if I stop now, then this man is just, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, that's really why I just took off. Like everybody like, damn, like this nigga going crazy. Like he got features with everybody. I just dropped my nuts. And I feel like I wasted too much time anyway, so I'm really playing catch up. So I got a song with Boosie out right now, Fredo Bang. I got a movie coming too. I can't really go into too many details about that, cause you know how the non-disclosures and all that shit be. But I got a little be in a movie. But that's really what made me like be as consistent as I've been. But before then, I was rapping. I wanted to do it, but now it's like I gotta do it because of that happened. So, shit, really going up right now.
Yeah. That was 2019 he got killed?
Yeah, that was 2019, bro. October 6th, 10-6. You're gonna hear me saying 10-6 a lot. You're gonna be on chains, shirts, like 10-6. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's my brother death date, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he really died for this shit. So I gotta keep it alive.
You turned it into your label, right?
Yeah, man, it's about him. And the tape, I got a project out right now called In the Name of B. And that's why I named the tape that. Cause you know, like, some people gonna be opinionated about the reference, but you know, like when you be praying, depending on what your religion is, people, when they pray, and before they end their prayer, they'll be like, in the name of Jesus, because they say Jesus died for us, right? So I say in the name of B, because I feel like my brother, he died for this, you know? So that's where the whole In the Name of B title come at, off the tape or whatever, but yeah, man, this shit for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like real life. And I'm not one of them type of niggas that be like, I got your family, bro, and you don't really got this man's family. Like, I got his family for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look out for them for real. You dig? Like, so this shit is just gonna be able to further help me carry the whole family. Like, his kids ain't gonna never have to worry about nothing. That's why I'm going so hard for this shit right here. Yeah. It ain't even just about me. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, you dig, died for this shit, literally. So, yeah, that's what it is.
I feel you on that one, man. So what's the music scene like in Houston?
Man, I don't know, bro. Everybody be feeling like Houston is a crab in the bucket city. I agree and I don't agree. I would say if you're trying to do music in Houston, you can't just stay in Houston. You gotta get out. You gotta move around. Cause I see a lot of stagnant people that been rapping for years that never got out of Houston and they ain't making no moves. You gotta get out of Houston. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot of rappers making noise, a lot of people doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But I hear Atlanta is the city where if you wanna get on, like this is where you come. And that's facts. I've been watching like everybody come here and get embraced. You ain't getting embraced like that in Houston, like at all. You might get a little love if you got a high feature with somebody that got a big name out there, but other than that, man, you ain't really getting on like that in Houston for real.
Yeah. Do you feel like your sound fits Houston, or is it better fit for?
Fuck no, but I think that's why it worked. Cause my sound don't fit Houston. Some niggas feel like my sound don't even fit New Orleans. I don't like when I rap and the nigga be like, oh, you sound like, I be like, no, I don't want to sound like nobody. I want to sound like me. But I get different opinions. I get some niggas say I sound like BG. Nigga might say I sound like Juvie. And somebody else might be like, you got your own sound. That's what I be going for. I don't want to sound like no nigga. Not no mumble rap, none of that. I want to have my own sound. I feel like I got that.
Yeah, talk to us about the impact and influence New Orleans has had on the rap game and on the culture too.
Man, y'all know a lot of the rap game right now, shit, influenced by New Orleans. The whole bounce sound that y'all hearing right now, everybody got the little bounce beat in their beats. That's that New Orleans flavor, man. That's that old, you know, that's that old fucking Magnolia Shorty, Yellow Boy, motherfucking, you know, a lot of people sample them, the sounds off that Trigger Man beat. Yep. Mm-hmm. All that's come from New Orleans. So New Orleans got a big influence. We don't get the credit that we deserve all the time, but man, a lot of the sound right now come from New Orleans, dog. A lot of it.
Absolutely.
And I be trying to, you know, tap into it every now and then too, because I feel like, man, y'all got our sound, but y'all doing it wrong. This how it go. So I step on some shit. I get on the beat, raw that bitch out and show them, nigga, this how this shit supposed to go. You dig? Yeah. I like doing shit like that.
All right, so how did this single with Boosie come about, man?
Man, how that song came about? Well, it came about because the song called Getting to the Money. And I really been running it up, like going crazy. And I'm like, man, who I hear on this beat? I had got the beat from Shake. Matter of fact, shout out to Shake, man, ETCO, man. Shout out to Big Shake. Shake had plugged me with a young boy producer, Aubrey, in New Orleans. So Shake started promoting me or whatever, and he started linking me with a bunch of different people. And he told me he was gonna plug me with some producers. A lot of niggas be lying, saying they gonna do this and that. That man kept his word. He like, I'm finna have that nigga sing you 2 beats. The beats probably was like $2,500 a piece. He said, boom, I got him. So I heard it. I said, damn, I'm listening to the beat. I said, oh yeah, this that New Orleans flavor that people be biting off of. I'm about to get on this bitch and yeah, like show them how this how it really go. So I said, so who I hear on this bitch? I start thinking a bunch of different rappers. I'm like, man, who I hear on here? Boosie and Shake is like this. So I knew out of everybody I wanted to probably put on that record, Boosie would probably be the closest reach for me because, like, you know, he got mob ties, like rap a lot, and Boosie is like this. Mm-hmm. So I said, man, Shake. I called Shake. I said, Shake, I want Boosie on this song. I said, I'm about to sing the beat. Tell me if you hear him on this bitch. He like, bet. I sent it to him. He said, yeah, I hear Boosie all over that bitch, bro. But I had just sent him another beat that I wanted Boosie to get on, and he fell in love with that song too. He was like, damn, bitch, now I don't know. He was like, shit, I hear Boosie on both of these motherfuckers. So we set it up. He called Boo. We on FaceTime. We like, bitch, come to the A, come to Atlanta. I'm like, when? I'm coming. He like, shit, you can come, I think was it a Thursday? It was like a Thursday or Friday or something. He like, man, shit, you can come today. I said, I can't come today, it's too rushed. I ain't got shit planned. I said, but I'm gonna come tomorrow. I said, I'm gonna book my flight right now. So I booked the flight. Literally, on the way to the airport, I'm probably like pulling up to Bush. Shade called me. He like, hey man, Boosie say change the plans. Meet him in LA. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, I already booked my ticket and my room and my rental already. I'm like, I can't come to Atlanta. I'm like, I thought he said come to Atlanta. He like, man, Boosie got booked for it was like a smoke pop-up shop in Cali that he got booked for last minute. I respect it. He going wherever the bag go, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So he like, man, just cancel everything, rebook it. I got you. I'm looking out for you. Just meet me in LA. So I'm like, fuck, man, I'm mad. I gotta turn around. I call Shake like, bro, what the fuck wrong with Boo? I'm like, man, I gotta change all this shit. I said, man, I'm gonna call you back. Let me think about it. So I thought about it. I'm talking to my brother. I'm like, man, son, nigga just had me book all this shit, and they gonna tell me to come fly to LA on some last minute shit. He like, damn. He like, fuck it, go. I'm like, go? He like, yeah, bitch. He said, we gotta go out there anyway. Cause we was gonna handle some other business out there. So I'm like, I bet. I called back. I said, man, tell Boo I'm on the way. Cancel that flight. Booked another flight to Cali. Shout out to the Cali. Pull up on Boo. Boo a real nigga. Pull up on Boo. He dropped the low. Pull up on him. He was at the smoke shop. I walk in that bitch. Nigga looking at buku fucking weed. Talking about weed everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We thugged with him the whole day. We went to the studio afterwards. And like, I could tell he really fucked with the record because when he heard it, he in that bitch. He jamming like that dub. And he actually sat down for like 30 minutes and wrote the verse. His partner was like, God damn. He was like, man, I ain't never seen Boo write. He said, I ain't seen Boo write in about 5 years. He said, he fucked with it. He said, trust me, I know Boosie. He said, Boosie be running through nigga shit. He said, but he sat down and wrote that verse. I mean, he fucked with this song. He said, so Boosie went in that bitch, he cooked it up. I'm talking about he stepped on that bitch. But you really had to though, because if you listen to the song, I wrote that bitch out myself. I know you ain't gonna let a nigga come burn you, Boo. You know what I'm saying? You Boosie. You the fucking go to Louisiana. You legendary. So you can't let me burn you on this, so you gotta come with your best shit. Man, Boo wrote a verse in about 30 or 45 minutes and smoked that bitch. I said, oh, you fuck with it though. That's how that record came about though. Shout out to Boo, man. Shout out to Aubrey too, man, for producing that beat. I gotta go tap in with him too in New Orleans.
Video?
Just did the video.
Just did it? Okay.
Fucking right. We did the video like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Flew to Atlanta, went to his house.
There you go.
It was another situation where a lot of that shit didn't go as planned. You know what I'm saying? But when something meant to beat, shit just fall in place like today. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to shoot a scene inside Blue Flame in Atlanta. He wanted me to come in the daytime. So he told me a certain time at first. He told me 3 o'clock, come at 3 o'clock. Then he was like, nah, come at like 1. Cause Blue Flame got day shift and night shift. So I'm like, man, I can't even, I'm like, I ain't gonna make it that early, bro. I'm still getting myself together. Call Boo. Like, man, look, man, the fuck club on some other shit, you know, with the Boo. We need to figure some shit out. Like, man, just pull up, I got you. Pulled up. Nigga got a club in his fucking house. You hear me?
It's got a whole amusement park in his house.
Yeah, that nigga shit dumb. Went over there, called a couple chicks over, you know what I'm saying? And my cameraman flaked on me. That's another thing. Cameraman, I've been telling the cameraman, I'm like, listen, my people say you raw with the camera, but I need to see your work. I'm like, what's your Instagram? Let me see some videos or something. He like, oh man, I don't have that on my Instagram right now, but I can sing something on my phone. That was a red flag, like, bro. Like, how you raw with the camera, but you don't got no content on your page? I knew then something was gonna be up. So he pull up to the hotel, he meet me. So I'm like, what's up, man? I introduce myself, what up, I'm DeezyUpNext, with the whoop. He like, I'm like, so you show you live with the videos, like, I need you to shoot and edit, like you good. He was like, oh nah, I thought you wanted like behind the scenes. I thought you kind of wanted the vlog. I was like, nah, bro, I don't, fuck, I'm gonna do it behind the scenes. I need
I need a music video.
I need an editor. I need you to shoot and edit this shit. So I'm like, fuck. All this is day of video. I'm finding all this out the day of. I called Vince, when I boosted right hand. I'm like, man, Vince, look, bro. My cameraman just flaked on me. I'm like, I need another cameraman. He's like, I'm gonna call somebody. He called up Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. Chuck do all Boosie shit. Chuck gave me a fire price on the video too. I called Chuck, boom. I meet him at Boosie's house. We put it together, but since the behind the scenes dudes pulled up, I'm like, fuck, y'all here now, might as well. I know y'all done wasted y'all time driving. You never gonna have too much content. So I'm like, fuck it, just come on, just vlog this shit. Get a bunch of behind the scenes shit and shit. Even that turned out fire. The video shot and it's done, but I ain't drop it yet. I'm still working the record. I probably drop it middle of April.
Okay.
Maybe the weekend after Easter or some shit I'm dropping, but the video is done and that bitch raw.
Okay.
Believe that.
Can't wait to see it, man. A lot of work went into that shit, bro.
Right. A lot of work put into that shit, dog.
All right, so how'd you come up with this song, Blood on My Hands?
Blood on My Hands. That's actually the intro on the In the Name of Beat tape. So with the series of events that took place on 10/6, it was a lot of shit thrown around in the air. You know how shit be when something go down, nobody there, but everybody know what happened. You got all these different stories, and when the shit happened, I ain't even speak on it. I'm under that old law. When shit like that go down, I don't want to talk, don't call my phone, like I don't want, you know, you got to go on hush when shit like that happens. So everybody was throwing shit around, like opinions around and shit, saying this happened, that happened, and I ain't say nothing. But my dude Valet, he told me, he was like, bitch, your silence gonna be your conviction. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I think you need to, you know, like, say something, like, you know. So I was in my feelings. I was going through some beats and shit, and I'm like, man, these niggas really don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the house, I'm listening to the beat, thoughts running through my head, and I'm steady like beating myself up about that day, because I feel like if my dude wasn't there, for me, he'd probably still be alive. And even aside from that, he didn't even want to come to the show in the first place. Before the show, we was by his mama house gambling, shooting dice. We love shooting dice, taking each other money, that's what we do. Before we go throw it in the strip club, we'll shoot our partners, you know what I'm saying? Let them get the bread or some shit like that. So we was shooting dice. He was getting hit. He was getting his ass tore up on the dice. He was losing all his money. So his vibe was up. He was like, man, I don't even want to go no more. I'm gonna try to get my money back. I'm like, man, fuck that money, man. It was almost 12, but it's time to roll. I got to check in with the DJ. He was like, man, fuck, I don't really want to go. I'm like, bitch, come on. Bitch, you know how we mob. We mobbing. Come on, let's roll. He's like, all right, bet. Come on. Force his hand. We leave. Get to the club. I had a show. I got that bitch rocking. You know, niggas don't like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a few rappers buzzing at the time. Every time I have a show though, or if I open up for somebody, like, they be thinking I'm the headliner. Like, that's the vibe I get. You know what I'm saying? When I perform, like, I be having that bitch on beam. So nigga perform, I'm talking my shit, I rock that bitch, boom. Nigga looking at the energy around us, nigga like mugging like, nigga think he is, woo. So my brother girl start fighting. That's how it started. It started with a fight with some chicks. And it started from the club, in the parking lot, back in the club, then back in the parking lot. And that turned into a shootout, of course, that led to my brother getting killed. So the song Blood on My Hands is just me kind of explaining a series of events that took place, you know. I just felt like shit, his blood on my hands. Shit, if he hadn't came to my show, he'd still be alive. You know what I'm saying? Just me having to clear certain shit up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I ain't gonna go in too many details, but if you listen to the song, yeah, you know how I'm coming.
Yeah, I got you. So what are you working on? What's next for you, Deezy? Got a new project on the way? What do you got?
No Nuts, No Glory.
Okay.
That's the next project name. I'm dropping my nuts. I'm getting features from everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I gave up on rap a lot of different times. Buku times. I was like, man, fuck this rap shit. Which I heard Nipsey Hussle. He was doing an interview one day. He said the same shit. He gave up a bunch of times. But you gotta stay consistent. And like I was in my mode one day, and I was just thinking, thoughts going through my head. I'm thinking about my dude. I'm like, man, if you give up, like I told you earlier, this nigga really just, him dying was just completely in vain. Like he just, you know, so I'm like, fuck that. You can't give up. And I had to ask myself, did I really put my all into this shit? Like, cause you know this rap shit is all about what you put in. Mm-hmm. So can you honestly say you put everything into this rap shit? If you can't say you did, you can't get mad at the results that you have. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I told myself. I'm like, all right, I'm dropping my nuts this go around. I'm putting my all into this shit. I'm going ball broke on it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no label gonna wanna invest in you if you don't wanna invest in yourself. So, no nuts, no glory. I'm dropping my nuts. And that's just, no nuts, no glory. That's just part of the title. Man, no nuts. You gotta have some nuts to do the shit I be on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some nuts, dog. So, no nuts, no glory. That's the new project out. You dig? It's gonna be featured. It got a few features on that bitch. It's gonna be probably one of my, I don't know, I consider In the Name of B a classic, but it's gonna be a raw ass tape. I'm gonna just say that. Right. I don't think I'm gonna put no project before In the Name of B, cause that shit, start to finish, that's a no skip disc. You could run that bitch from 1 all the way to 12. No skip. So, but it's gonna be another raw ass project for sure. Okay. No nuts, no glory. Dig.
All right, Deezy, any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Man, shout out to the whole motherfucking 10-6 Gunna gang. Them my niggas, you hear me? Shout out to them. Shout out to ETCO Big Shake. He the one really turned me up. You know what I'm saying? I dropped that bag on him. He went to work for me. Shout out to him. Shout out to Boosie. Let me come to his crib. Show real Southern hospitality. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him. Shout out the whole badass NT. Shout out to my brother, One Feezer, free One Feezer, you be home soon, nigga. Shout out to everybody that just got something to do with, you know what I'm saying, where I'm at right now. Most importantly, shout out to God. He first. Shout out to God. Yeah, but that's it though, man, pretty much. Yeah. Shout out to y'all for having me.
No problem.
You know me, if I ain't strapped, I ain't going in. Ain't come for no smoke, dog, I really come in peace. Just trying to catch a vibe, so just let a nigga be. I'm trying to